All right, we're back here for week 3 of the NFL. I am Dan Quinn, Mike Nelson, and my esteemed colleague is Christina Ingram from Vegas on the road this week, bringing you live from San Diego.
Yes, I'm in the Gas Lamp District.
Oh, that's a nice place.
I do. It's really cool. I really enjoyed whatever we had for dinner last night. We went and they had like some special. It was like $49 for, you got an appetizer, a steak with sides, mashed potatoes, veggies, and then a dessert. All for $49. I was like,
yeah,
wow, this is a good deal.
Especially in San Diego.
Because if you got these things separate, the steak alone was $52. One of the appetizers was $17. You know, I was like, well, that already. Like for one person. This, right. Both my daughter and I chose that menu because I was like, it's their special menu today, so let's take it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a great little restaurant bar hopping area for sure.
Right, so we probably saved at least 30% on our bill, I would say.
Yeah, because San Diego in general is not a super cost-conscious, friendly budget place.
No, especially at the Gas Lamp District. You're downtown, so it's going to be
you're in the touristy downtown. Yeah, everybody's coming in to tie one on usually.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool. But anyway, so
last week, yeah, 3-1 for me, and you went
2-2.
Giving you a total record of
4-4. I'm at 500.
Perfect. I am 6-2, 3-1 last week. Your 2 losses were?
My 2 losses were it was the Jets because they got blown out. I thought they would keep it close. That did not happen. And then it was, it was at the tip of my tongue. It was someone else who was Chicago. They were supposed to keep it close and they gave up 52 points.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It was like Jekyll
hell?
and Hyde, week 1 to week 2. Those teams that we thought maybe were like not as bad as they were.
Maybe they are.
Clearly tricked us. I was, I think my one loss was, the Cowboys, right? That game was a great game. That was a killer game. And I think they win by 3 and the spread was 4.5, or they won by 4 or something like that. I just know they just missed it by a point and a half. But that end of the game was absolutely freaking bonkers. I think there was like 31 or 34 points scored in the fourth quarter.
It was ridiculous. And then for them to win the way they did, like I thought that I was like, why are the Giants even in this? But they were.
Yeah, well, I think with Micah Parsons being gone, that's having a pretty good challenge to their defense, right? I mean,
extremely. Micah Parsons, as much as they want to say he can't stop the run, he's pretty valuable.
Absolutely. Well, other big highlights or lowlights that's hurting a lot of people right now is, keep in mind, Joe Burrow with the turf toe surgery.
He's going to be out 3 months. 3 months.
Yeah. And
so I stayed away from that altogether because I don't know. The backup played well in the 4 minutes he played.
Yeah. They held on though. So.
I mean, he did well when he stepped in for Joe Burrow before. So, but Burrow keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, Burrow's getting hurt, but that's again. Have you ever I don't know if that was you and I talking or somebody else talking, but it was like, do you realize how many times that guy hits the turf on a every game basis?
We did say they need to invest in a better line, but they're like, oh yeah, but it's like, what do you want him to do? Who I see under pressure all the time so far this season, him and CJ Stroud. The lines are absolutely horrendous in both of those teams.
That's a good
point.
Where
you're just like, and then Caleb again. The Bears are really good for a quarter and a half, and then something happens where they forget how to play. I don't know. Maybe they need to script the entire game, but you can't do that. You have to make adjustments for how the other team responds. But okay.
Yeah, Texas offense doesn't look good again. Doesn't look good again at all. know they just
No.
did some O coordinator changes, and they don't look good.
They do not have that line figured out. They're supposed to, like, I don't know what it is. They were good for a season, and then last season they got all injured. And then this season, it's like a continuation of the cluster of what happened at the end of last year. So, like,
they had that game kind of locked down too, and then they just gave it up at the end. Another great game. It came down to the wire. There's been some really good games this year. Baltimore, Buffalo. I mean, there's really been some good games.
I was surprised with the Thursday night game last night with Miami actually doing so well.
Yeah. Cha-ching, because I did tell you I took them straight up just as a wild card, but I did put a $50 bill on the 12.5, so at least hit that one. Lost 10 on the, hopefully they hit the underdog money line, but I picked up 50 on the 12.5. Thankfully, because it got it down to the end where they were down 10, and I'm like, oh my God, this is better's luck. These knuckleheads are going to throw a pick six or something stupid.
Don't do anything stupid, lose. Right, exactly. Or get a safety.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, all right, well, moving on this week. So what's your big news? What's your big picks this week?
Okay, so the first pick, Green Bay at Cleveland. Cleveland looks a mess. I mean, they look good defensively. I will say that. They're hanging in there probably until the bitter end, and then their defense at that point is exhausted. They have to figure out how to protect Joe Burrow a little bit better. They have decent running backs. They have a decent quarterback. I don't know that they have decent receivers, and then they have no line. So I'm going to take Green Bay because they look really good, like defensively, everything. So -7.5. I think they're going to come in and thump Cleveland.
Right. Yeah. I think I kind of like that too. I'm a little bit worried just because, they do have such a good defense. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm with you on that. I mean, you keep taking against the Browns until they prove otherwise. And so it's kind of like when we used to do the Steelers under, like you just keep taking the under until it has 2 or 3 weeks in a row where it doesn't go under. Same thing here. Just keep going against the Browns until eventually they start covering. So with you on that one. So we're on the same pick for that one. What's your next pick?
Next pick, Indy at Tennessee. I'm going to roll the dice and go Indy -4.5. I think Tennessee's got too many new positions plus new coach. Indy's a little settled in, even though they are starting, what's his face? Daniel Jones.
Yeah. He's looked like a world beater this year.
He's working there. Like whatever they're doing, he's working there. So I'm sure it's going to be a tough fought game, but I think Indy pulls away, wins by 6, but it's -4.5. So I think they cover.
All right. I like that actually. Tennessee is another one of those teams. I think you ride against them until they prove otherwise. They're just not a great team right now. Cam Ward's there in his rookie year, right? All that stuff. So he's got quite a bit to learn and grow into. So. My second pick, I'm going to go with 2 undefeated teams matching up in Philadelphia. I'm taking the over on the Rams, the over 44.5. I think both teams, while they have decent defenses, their offense is going to. I think there's going to be a run and gun type, like just high offensive sport, high octane game. We'll see. I could be wrong, but especially because I have not Antonio Brown, but AJ Brown on my team, and like he's doing absolutely nothing on my fantasy team. So I'm going to continue to project good things and high offensive scoring for the sake of my, hopefully he scores some points in fantasy. So I'm betting on the over. Let's go.
All right. On that same game, I'm actually taking the Rams. They're my dog pick for the week, +3. They're at Philly. Maybe Philly wins. They don't cover. I think the Rams actually could win this game. The Rams, in their last 7 road games against the spread, they're 7-0. So I'm going to ride with them to not let Philly cover.
Yeah. We need that music here where it's like, because guess what we're doing? We are going against each other on this one. I have the Eagles -3.5. So we have now got to discuss a first of the year mano y mano wager. And what is the action taken by the loser on this pick?
I don't know.
You never like my ideas. I'm like, let's do this. You're like, well, we're not doing that. Let's do this. No, I'm not doing that either. Maybe because I'm a little over the top on my punishments.
I don't know. What do you suggest? I'm not good at that. I'm not good at punishing people.
You're great at punishing people. You just don't want to get punished yourself. We will make it
up with corporate punishment.
All right, we'll come up with something. I'll come up with something offline, and then we'll figure out who it is, what it is. Well, obviously we'll agree to it. I won't shaft you with this is what we're doing. But we'll come up with something offline. My guess is it'll be something lighthearted and fun this time. So
okay, nothing torturous.
Yeah, I won't make you wear the costume I made my buddy wear in Cabo, which was the Betty Biggins costume, with the big boobs and G-strings and stuff like that costume. So
maybe we'll do a bad background or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. I don't know. We'll do like a Patrick Mahomes is your favorite guy in the world, so then we'll do a Patrick Mahomes background for the show. Cool. So I got Eagles -3.5. You've got Rams +3.5. I think we agree on the spread on that one. So we will. But
my last pick. I have one more pick.
Yep.
Dallas -1 at Chicago, because
I like that one.
I just believe Chicago will fuck it up and find a way to lose.
Yep. I am 100% with you on that one. I would totally go that direction, but I do think that is going to be a Dallas walk away. But then again, it is the Cowboys. It is the Cowboys.
It is the Cowboys.
That's all you can say about it. Chicago's notoriously bad, but the Cowboys can also, you never know which team's going to show up. So
right, it is true. Very true. Very, very true.
I'm going to take the Hawks -7. Hawks -7. So, John Herbert, I don't know if you're watching, you'll be proud of me on that because I rarely ride.
So are the Hawks playing this week?
The Hawks wagon. So, we're going to run with the Hawks. They are playing the Saints in Seattle. Seattle against New Orleans Saints in Seattle -7.5. 1-1 against 0-2. I don't think the New Orleans is. Again, they kind of fall into that category right now with the Browns and the Titans until proven otherwise. All right. Well, that's our show for this week. Have fun in San Diego. Christina's getting married, so congratulations.
I am not getting married. I am not getting married. I'm attending a wedding.
She's like, not getting married. All right, my friend. Well, enjoy your time in San Diego and the Gaslamp District, and we will see you on the flip side next week. Good luck.
All right. Awesome.